in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. So Texas's offense takes the field, and the heart of this team clearly rests on Offensive line, a group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players.
Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
This is a very well-executed play, but I love the individual effort by the receiver out in space. He was able to make a guy miss and then advance the football.
Power football with the run. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Got his man quickly. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. Fourth down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
7, Minnesota 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Golden Gophers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Golden Gophers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. caught in the backfield. It's Humphries. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That's it, fly. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down, and likely going to throw it again here.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Makes the grab.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. The Longhorns are rolling down the field. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Benedict. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. How about these two run running game so far. Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wants to go up top on first down. On target to the left. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
And guys, how many first downs is that just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows one or two more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Pulls and fires complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. And the Golden Gophers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Bringing the heat. Working that left side now. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on fourth down. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on fourth down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. Got the first down and still on his feet. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Got some room to run at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
14, Minnesota, 10.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate...
There he goes. grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. UTSA is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Alamo Dome, but they've struggled to really pull away. They're up by 11 over Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The give to the tailback. Danced his way through traffic, pick up for 4 to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Motion from the wide receiver. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Off play action. Gets it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really... sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Minnesota! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense
picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's Humphries. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
And David, I know there's a part of you that wonders what if had you played tight end. You and I have been out in the field pregame before. We've been spinning it around with your athleticism. I know you wonder what it would have been like to go make plays like that.
I tell you what, I do wonder what if now, Jesse, because now you can't hit these guys. Like, you're not allowed to hit them high, all the targeting. Like, if you're a big body guy with good hands, you can go make a lot of money. Might have been a little bit safer, might not have got hurt. So, yeah, might not have been that bad of a living.
Trying play action. Dumps it off in the flats. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I just... Execution by this offense late in the half, man. You want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Right down the middle. Complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Makes the grab. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats.
Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Golden Gophers will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. The sure hands. It's Benedict. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Going to swing it on second down. It's on target and complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. That is no good. After the miss, the lead is still 4. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. He makes the catch. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on first down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That nailed the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Golden Gophers will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Zings it complete to the right.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Gets it out fast. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
He's got it on the move. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia Tech has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet inside Lane Stadium. They're up by 7 over Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Soft spot in the middle. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. The Golden Gophers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Using the quick game. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Looking to throw again. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups.
Oh, he's got some space. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing 1st and goal. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Unleashes one. Working that left side. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the shot play downfield falls harmlessly to the turf, and we've played 3 quarters. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's a heat. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. downfield on first down. Quarterback adapting. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets...
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They want to throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Looking for the score. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on down.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Give to the back. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting the INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Man, I love being an edge player late in the ball game. You got the lead. You know it's a pass. They got to throw the football to get back in it. Flying off the edge. They can't block him. They can't stop him, and he gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. looking to throw on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Golden Gophers in the hurry-up. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap on third down. Oh, they're after him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possession. He'll go for it on fourth down. He wants it all. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Going the other way, and he's got room.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. To the air on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
Yeah, bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. And the Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Golden Gophers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point, but now you're just...
Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job.
He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Hold it. Defense.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Hand off to the lone back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. To the air on second down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
This offense will take over. 1st and 10.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49.
Let's go.
Motion from the wideout. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. He's taking a deep shot. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game.